Hello, welcome to week 3. Now we're going to kind of look at spirituality and aging and some theories kind of associated around aging. So let's look at your discussion question first. What are we going to address in that? Describe your personal belief about the theory of aging and why. Use what you've learned through some of your resources, or you can explain your own theory on aging, but be specific. Give some examples so you don't have to actually cite something from some of the resources that you've been given. In your care of the elderly, have you found that they have a better sense of spirituality than younger clients? And what do you attribute that to? Majority of times, we often assume that the elderly kind of come to better understand what life is all about. They have more spirituality, they're more into religion. And that's not necessarily always the case. So just give us some examples, what you have seen in your practice, what you attribute some of those things, and then also kind of look at your younger population. How are we seeing them? How is spirituality playing with them versus religion? Oftentimes we think of religion and spirituality as one and the same, and really they're not. You can have somebody that's very spiritual but doesn't adhere to any form of traditional religion. So we'll look at some of that. This is usually a fun week for discussion. Now, moving on to the assignment. You are going to basically have some theoretical patience here. What we want you to do is describe the similarities and differences that spirituality can play in enhancing the quality of life for two older adults. One is healthy and 85. The other one has a heart condition and is in his 60s. We're also going to develop a care plan related to spiritual distress. What kind of assessment data are you going to be looking for in order to adhere to that diagnosis of spiritual distress? What do you need to see in order to have a solid nursing diagnosis? So again, make sure your assignment is written in APA format. You have to have at least 1,500 words for this assignment. 2 of your sources must be scholarly and they must be current, which means not older than 5 years of age. You can have as many resources or references as you want, but 2 of them must be current, and ND does not count for current references. I have to be able to verify things. And so sometimes I'll actually take your URLs and plug them into my computer to see if I can track some things. And and sometimes they just don't work. But I do sometimes seek out to verify them that way also. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I hope you have a great week.